Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive.
Great to be diving in again.
Today, we're really getting into it. We're tackling part 2, the 4 Ps from Unit 4 of Marketing, and we're zeroing in on Chapter 39, Promotion.
Yeah, a big one. Our mission really is to unpack promotion. What is it? How do businesses actually use it? Why does it matter so much?
Exactly. We want to make these ideas super clear, really memorable for all of you listening. So if you're an IGCSE business student, maybe doing some revision, or maybe English isn't your first language and you want it broken down simply.
Or even if you're just curious about, how companies grab our attention, this should be really useful.
Definitely. And just a quick reminder, you can always find more resources over at www.igcec-business.weebly.com.
Good point. So where do we start? The big question, I guess, is why? Why do businesses promote in the first place? What's the point of all those ads and emails and everything else?
That's perfect because, it seems obvious, but it's deeper than just buy this, isn't it? Businesses, fundamentally, they have to let people know their products exist. But it's more than that. They need to give you the key info, like what are the features, how much does it cost, and really importantly, where can you actually get it?
Yeah, if nobody knows about your brilliant new thing, well, it's not going anywhere, is it?
Exactly. It just sits there.
And it goes beyond just awareness, too. Businesses use promotion to inform people, maybe develop a certain image for the company itself.
Right. Like a fancy watch brand isn't just selling time, it's selling status, craftsmanship.
Precisely. Or they promote to shout about a brand new product hitting the shelves.
Or sometimes just as important to remind you about something that's already out there, keep it fresh in your mind.
Stop it from getting forgotten.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a bit more, shall we say, competitive. Maybe hinting that the other guy's product isn't quite up to scratch.
Yeah, usually done quite subtly, though.
Hopefully. It's also about building trust, reassuring customers maybe after they've bought something, keep them loyal.
And a really big one, reaching people who are spread out everywhere, like across the whole country or even globally. Promotion connects them.
So it all comes down to communication, really. Strategic communication.
Which kind of leads us nicely into the 2 main paths promotion can take, right?
It does. But first, let's nail down that definition. Promotion is basically communication between a business and its customers. And the aim, to get them to buy the products.
Simple idea, massive impact.
Okay, so these communications, they generally fall into 2 main buckets, let's say. First, you've got above-the-line promotion, think big, mass media advertising.
Right, like TV, newspapers, radio, cinema screens, those massive billboards you see.
The internet, of course. The whole idea here is reach, getting the message out to as many people as possible, casting a wide net.
Okay, that's above the line. What's the other one?
That's below-the-line promotion. This is everything else, basically. Promotion that doesn't use those big mass media channels.
So more direct things, like maybe coupons or how products are displayed in a shop.
Exactly, or direct mail, things like that. It's often handled more in-house, less about the big ad agencies, more targeted, more personal sometimes.
Got it. So 2 different approaches. Where should we start the deep dive? Above the line.
Let's do it, because that's where, traditionally anyway, a lot of the big money goes, aiming for that mass impact.
Okay. And with above the line, it's not just one thing, is it? There are loads of different media types.
Right. And each one's like a different tool, got its own pros and cons. Let's take television. Huge advantage. The reach, just massive. Millions of people.
And you can actually show the product working, demonstrate it. A really creative ad can stick in your mind, too.
Plus, with digital TV now, you can even target specific channels or viewer groups a bit more.
But the downside?
Oh, it's expensive. Really expensive. Both making the ad and buying the airtime.
Yeah. And the message might flash by pretty quickly. Plus, let's be honest, a lot of us try to avoid the ads, right? Skip them if we can.
Definitely. And your competitors. They're probably advertising on TV, too. So you're fighting for attention.
You mentioned Sky TV using it to reach millions.
Yeah, 22 million customers. It shows the power. But it's interesting, TV ad spending in the U.S. has actually been falling a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, suggesting maybe viewing habits are changing. But in places like China, it's actually growing. So different markets, different trends.
Okay, so TV, powerful, wide reach, but costly, and maybe losing some ground in certain places. What's next? Newspapers and magazines.
Right. Advantages here. You get both national and local reach, depending on the publication.
And people can keep the ad, look back at it later. It's not gone in 30 seconds.
Good point. Ads can also tie into articles nearby, maybe feel a bit more relevant. And specialist magazines, great for targeting specific interest groups.
And generally cheaper than TV, I assume.
Oh, definitely. Relatively cheap.
Yeah.
But the cons, no movement, no sound, just static print.
And your ad can get totally lost, right? Just one little square among hundreds of others.
Yeah, ad clutter. And
Wow.
again, your rivals are probably in the same paper or magazine.
But it can work, especially locally. You mentioned Blake Street Blinds.
Yeah, small family firm, advertised in their local paper for just $35 for 4 weeks. Got results. Shows it can be effective.
Okay. How about cinema? Going to the movies.
Well, the big screen definitely has impact. It feels immersive.
True. And you can use it for local ads before the film or bigger national campaigns. And you can target age groups based on the film showing.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you get sound and movement, like TV.
Downsides.
Audience size is much smaller than TV, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And people probably only see the ad once.
Or-
It's fleeting.
Right. Okay, what about radio? Just sound. How does that work for promotion?
It forces creativity. You use sound effects, music, voice. Build a picture in the listener's mind.
And you can target listeners based on the station, right? Different stations have different audiences.
Exactly. It's relatively cheap to produce a radio ad, too. And it's good for reaching, say, younger people, maybe commuters listening in their cars.
But the big drawback, you can't show anything.
Nope. Purely audio. So if your product needs to be seen, radio's tough. Plus, people might just tune out mentally or find jingles annoying. It might lack that big impact.
Okay. And then there are posters and billboards, the ones we see driving around.
Yep. Good for big national campaigns. People see them repeatedly.
Good for short, punchy messages that need to stick, I guess.
Exactly. Keep it simple. And a really big, well-placed poster can have a huge visual impact. Become a bit of a landmark, even.
But they can get damaged, right? Vandalism.
Yeah, that's a risk. And you can only put limited information on them. Complex messages just don't work.
And how do you even know if they're working? It seems hard to measure.
It is notoriously difficult to evaluate effectiveness. Beyond just guessing how many people might have seen it, did they notice it, did it register? Hard to say.
Okay, last one for above the line. The internet, as a general ad platform.
Ah, the big one now. It's so dynamic. Ads can be updated all the time.
And the targeting, that's the huge thing, isn't it? Ads based on what you've been looking at online.
Precisely. So much more specific. And you can measure responses, clicks, views, conversions, real data. Plus, setting up online ads can be pretty cheap and easy compared to, say, TV.
But there are downsides, too.
Oh, yeah. Those annoying pop-up ads everyone hates, that's one, leads to ad blockers.
Mm-hmm.
And there can always be technical glitches, websites crashing, that sort of thing. Security concerns sometimes, too.
Mm-hmm.
But that ability to target, that's a game changer.
Okay, so that's a good tour of the big mass media above-the-line options. But like you said, that's not the whole story.
Not at all. What about the businesses that don't have millions for TV ads? Or products that need a more direct touch?
Right. That's where below-the-line promotion comes in, isn't it?
Exactly. This is the stuff that doesn't use the mass advertising agencies, often handled more directly by the business. It's about influencing you closer to the point of sale or through direct contact.
So what kind of things fall under below the line?
A big category is sales promotions. These are basically incentives to get you to buy now. Short-term boosts.
Like free gifts. I remember getting stuff bundled with things sometimes.
Yep. A free game with software, a free bag with perfume, that kind of thing. Makes the offer more tempting.
Or coupons. Cutting them out of papers? Or getting codes online? Money off.
Definitely. And they're everywhere now, physical coupons, digital ones on your phone. Mobile coupons are huge now.
Yeah, I get those. What else?
Loyalty cards, rewarding you for coming back again and again. Collect points, get discounts, build habit.
Supermarkets love those.
They do. Then there are competitions. Buy this product for a chance to win a holiday or a car.
Ah, yes. The lure of the prize draw.
And the classic BOG pair, buy one, get one free. Very popular for shifting stock quickly.
Or just straight money off deals, 30% off this week or extra 20% free.
Exactly. All designed to trigger an immediate purchase.
Okay, so those are direct incentives. What else is below the line?
Well, there's merchandising and packaging. This is all about how the product looks and it's presented at the point of sale in the shop, basically.
So like the layout of the store, how they arrange things on the shelves.
Yep. Product layout, guiding you through the store, putting tempting things near the checkout. Also, display material posters, leaflets, special stands, window displays in the shop itself, all designed to catch your eye right there.
And even just keeping the shelves full and tidy. Is that merchandising?
It is. Good stock management makes the product look available and appealing. An empty shelf isn't good promotion.
Makes sense. What else?
Direct mailing. Traditionally, that meant letters or leaflets through your actual letterbox.
Junk mail.
Well, yes, sometimes. But now, it's often evolved into targeted emails or e-newsletters, which we'll touch on more later. Much more common digitally now.
Okay. Any other big ones?
Direct selling, or sometimes called personal selling. This is where a salesperson talks directly to a customer.
Like door-to-door salespeople? Or people in call centers phoning you up?
Exactly those. The advantage is that direct personal conversation. You can explain things in detail, answer specific questions, build a bit of a relationship.
Right. It's much more interactive than just seeing an ad.
Definitely. And one more for below the line. Exhibitions and trade fairs.
Ah, like the big motor show or the Ideal Home exhibition?
Precisely. Businesses set up stands, show off their products, maybe launch new ones. It's a chance to meet potential customers face-to-face who are already interested in that industry.
And you can actually see and touch the products, maybe see a demo.
Yeah, huge advantages. Direct consumer contact, physical demonstrations, plus these events often attract media attention, so you get extra publicity. Very interactive.
Okay, so that covers a lot of ground above and below the line. But there's another area, isn't there? Something a bit different. Public relations, PR.
Absolutely. PR is crucial. It's less about a direct sales push and more about managing the business's overall image and reputation, communicating with the public, the media, customers, building goodwill.
So how do businesses do PR? What are the methods?
Several key ways. One is the press release. That's when a company sends out information news and announcement to newspapers, websites, TV stations, hoping they'll run a story.
Trying to generate positive news coverage.
Exactly. Or they might hold a press conference. Invite the media along to hear some big news directly, maybe launch a major new product, answer questions.
Okay, what else?
Sponsorship. This is huge. A business pays money to support an event, a sports team, an arts festival.
Like Rolex sponsoring golf, you mentioned.
Yeah.
Or big companies sponsoring the Olympics.
Perfect examples. In return, they get their name and logo everywhere, associating their brand with the prestige or excitement of the event. Massive publicity potential. And finally, donations. Giving money or resources to charities or supporting local community projects.
Does that count as promotion?
It falls under PR, definitely.
Yeah.
It improves the company's image as a good corporate citizen. And often, these donations are publicized.
So what's the big advantage of PR compared to, say, advertising?
Well, generally, it's much cheaper than buying ad space.
Yeah.
But often, it can be more effective because it feels more credible. Because if a newspaper writes a positive article about your company or covers your sponsored event, it seems like independent reporting, not just a paid ad. People tend to trust that more.
Ah, I see. So it builds trust and can help if, say, the company gets some bad press about something else.
Exactly. Good PR can help counteract negative publicity and build that long-term positive image.
Right. Now, something that impacts all of this, I guess, is technology. It's changed everything, hasn't it?
Oh, completely. It's revolutionized promotion. You see businesses shifting their budgets dramatically, moving money away from some traditional methods towards digital.
So what are the key tech methods we're talking about? We mentioned online ads earlier.
Yeah, specifically online targeted advertising. The way ads follow you around the internet based on what you've looked at.
That slightly creepy feeling.
Huh? Yeah. But from a business view, it's incredibly efficient. Ads are shown to people who are likely already interested. Much less wastage than showing a TV ad to millions who don't care.
Makes sense. So even smaller businesses can reach their specific audience, maybe.
Definitely. It levels the playing field somewhat. Yeah. Then you've got viral advertising.
The things that suddenly spread like wildfire online. Videos, memes.
Exactly. A clever piece of content that people share themselves, massively amplifying the reach, often for very little cost to the original company. Disney's done some brilliant viral campaigns.
Yeah, you see those take off sometimes. And obviously, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Indispensable now. Why? Well, relatively cheap to run campaigns. You can talk directly with customers, respond to comments.
From the sheer number of people using it.
Billions, right?
Billions worldwide. You mentioned that stat earlier, 5.54 social accounts per person back in 2018. It's likely even higher now. So the potential reach is enormous, and you can target very, very precisely based on user data.
It's incredible speed and targeting. Okay, what else in the tech toolbox?
E-newsletters, sending regular emails to people who've signed up.
Not just random spam, but actual content people want. Ideally, yes. Company news, useful tips related to their products, special offers just for subscribers. It's about building a relationship over time, keeping customers engaged, and giving them easy ways to buy.
Okay, so lots of powerful digital tools. Now, underlying a lot of promotion, especially the successful stuff, is this idea of branding. Can we unpack that?
Yeah.
What is a brand, really?
Good question. It's more than just a logo or a name. Those are part of it. A brand is really the whole identity of a product or service. It's a name, maybe a symbol or design.
That makes you instantly recognize it.
Exactly. Recognition is key. But it's also about the associations people have with it. The qualities, the feelings, the reputation, the promise.
Yeah.
It all gets wrapped up in the brand.
So what's the point of building a brand? Why do companies invest so much in it?
Well, several big reasons. First, it differentiates the product, makes it stand out from all the competitors on the shelf.
Helps you choose.
Yep. It also helps create customer loyalty. People trust a brand they know and like, and they'll often stick with it.
And as you said, it helps with recognition, makes shopping easier.
It also helps develop an image. Think about brands associated with luxury or value or innovation or environmental friendliness. That's all part of the branding.
And you mentioned earlier, a strong brand can even let companies charge more.
Absolutely. Once a brand has built up that trust and positive image, people are often willing to pay a premium for it. The brand becomes a guarantee of quality or status in their minds.
You see that with the big global brands, right? The Apples, the Coca-Colas.
For sure. Think about the value of brands like Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, McDonald's. We're talking hundreds of billions of dollars. That value comes largely from the power and recognition of their brand.
Wow. Okay, so branding is huge. But promotion isn't the same for everyone, is it?
Oh.
Businesses must surely tailor their strategies depending on who they're trying to reach, different market segments.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely not one size fits all. The promotion strategy has to match the target market.
So how does that work in practice? Give me some examples.
Okay, take advertising. If you're targeting a mass market, maybe you do use TV or national radio. But if you're targeting a small niche market, like, say, specialist photographers.
You'd advertise in photography magazines or specific websites, maybe?
Exactly. Different message, different medium. Or sponsorship. We mentioned luxury watches and golf. That works because the audience aligns. You wouldn't sponsor a monster truck rally if you're selling delicate jewelry.
Probably not. What about trying to get people to try something new?
Yeah, for new products, product trials are often key. Getting it into people's hands. That might mean offering it at a reduced price for a limited time, giving out free samples, maybe using subscription pricing to make it easy to try.
Lowering the risk for the customer.
Precisely. And special offers like discounts or BODOFs, they're really common for things like food, drinks, toiletries, what we call fast-moving consumer goods, drives quick sales, gets new people trying the product.
And does it differ much between big companies and small ones?
Hugely. Small businesses often have tighter budgets, so they need to be clever. They might focus on very local advertising, really targeted social media, maybe building strong word of mouth through excellent service for a small customer base. Personal selling might be more important.
They have to be more resourceful.
Totally. Large businesses, though, they have the resources to do much more. They can run multiple campaigns across different media, targeting different segments with different products simultaneously. They have more options.
Okay, that makes sense. We've covered a massive amount of ground here.
We really have. From the why of promotion through all the different methods, PR, tech, branding.
Maybe time for a quick knowledge check, just to see if everyone's been paying attention.
Good idea. Fire away.
Okay, question 1. Which of the following is an example of above-the-line promotion? Is it A, radio advert, B, merchandising, C, sponsorship, or D, trade gifts?
Think back. Above the line. Mass media. Wide reach.
What do you reckon?
It's got to be A, radio advert. That's broadcast to a wide audience using mass media.
Spot on. Merchandising, sponsorship, trade gifts, those tend to fall under below the line or PR. Okay, number 2.
Ready?
Which of the following is an aim of promotion? Is it A, improve productivity, B, reduce labor turnover, C, inform customers about a new product, or D, reduce costs?
Okay, think about the core purpose. Communicating with customers. What are we trying to achieve?
The answer
Has to be C. Inform customers about a new product. That's one of the fundamental goals we talked about right at the start.
Absolutely right. Nice work.
Phew. Okay, so that really was a deep dive into promotion. We went from the basic why right through to above the lines mass reach and below the lines targeted tactics.
Yeah, and we looked at how PR shapes image, how tech is changing the whole game, the power of branding.
And how it all needs to be adapted for different markets and different sized businesses.
It's a complex world, promotion. So as we wrap up, maybe a final thought to leave everyone with.
Okay, here's something to chew on. We live in a world that's just drowning in information, ads everywhere, constant noise.
It's hard to cut through.
Exactly. So the question is, how will businesses keep innovating? How will they find new ways to genuinely capture our attention and build real, lasting connections, not just bombard us? What's the next big thing in promotion going to be? What new tech or approach is around the corner?
Ooh, good question. What is next? Something to ponder.
Definitely.
Well, that's all we have time for on this deep dive. Remember, if you want to explore further, check out the resources at www.igce-business.weebly.com.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks everyone. See you next time on the deep dive.